what I'm getting at is, would Kevin Hart ever say to Shaq, man, if you keep on running your mouth and talking that shit, I'm gonna use your scrote as a fucking speed bag. And I mean, I'm gonna put some rhythm on it. Just like put that.
Random. That was random.
It could become reality instead of just a joke, you know? So I was thinking, I was like, who two friends would be able to do this and pull this off? And I was like, Shaq and Kevin Hart, because one is Goliath and one is, let's be, a little short. Crossing the line a little bit, you know, but it's hilarious. But I was just thinking, how can that be achievable? I just thought of them two. And then this shit, they're like, that's what goes on in my brain from time to time. And I'm sorry, but this shit's funny. If you imagine that shit just being like, oh Lord, help me. Oh, we got any water, holy water here? Can you bring it on? Because that was way out of pocket just now, but that's what we do here. So that's good stuff, right? Because you know, you can say that, like I said that to people, you know?
Yeah.
Shit. Beat up that man loaf.
Random. That was random.
Some situations that you and I have been in with in Kent, and how God is good. God is powerful. Like, you look at things that happen through your life and you sometimes get so caught up in the everyday living of, I gotta have this, I gotta have that to be, you know, liked or not. No. If you just go run smoothly, things will happen to your life that you will just be like, this just is not by coincidence or just by luck. Now, can you elaborate on what happened that evening?
I'm still trying to get past Shaq's scrotum.
Yeah. Fucking don't ask that shit. That's funny as hell, though. See, you already got you locked in. Hey, clink.
I don't know where that came from, but I guess
hey,
the random.
Well, the thing is, because, you know, I say it to y'all a lot. Like, I always like tell you guys, like, hey, man, you keep on messing around me, I may just use it as a speed bag, you know? And I was thinking, I was like, how can this happen? How can this be real and really come into fruition? And I was like thinking, then I saw the video of just Kevin Hart just like against Shaq's head. So, and I was like, oh shit.
So you went immediately to genitalia then?
Yeah, well, no, sort of. Like, yeah, I was thinking, it's like, oh, that shit could happen then. That dude can actually use the other dude as a speed bag. Like, theoretically, it could happen. Like, you know, shit. I was just being real with you. That could happen. Like, come on now. Dude, we're going to put a picture of them side by side and see. Shit. Oh, I'll tell you what. It was just a funny thing that just came in my head, and I was like, is it possible? Shit. Andre the Giant. That's another dude who's an advantage. I mean, fucking shit. You talk about a big ass human being.
Random. That was random.
You're referring to that situation where we were evading law enforcement.
Correct. That night with the whole. You won't run the stop sign.
You want me to tell a story?
I would love to, and then I'll add it into, like, you know, elaborate, because we were both there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to have you, like, you know, shine too. I want you to build up.
So we were with a friend, and we were in a car, and there was us three.
Oh, I thought there was four. There's actually four.
No, just us three.
Oh, okay. I thought it was four. I don't know who the fourth was. Maybe it was just.
No, it was just us three.
Okay.
And I don't think anyone was dared to roll the stop sign.
No.
I think they just rolled it.
No, because what happened was.
I don't think they were dared.
It was hyping. They were hyping. They were definitely hyping. Like, you wouldn't go through it. You won't go through it. Like, they egged you on.
Yeah.
They did. I remember. Like, I remember like yesterday, because then all of a sudden, who's in front of us and who's behind us?
So we go through the stop sign.
Run it.
Yeah, and then
clearly ran it shit.
All of a sudden, cop out of nowhere, lights.
Put them on.
And we were going this way, and he's coming the other direction. So we run the stop sign, he flips on the lights.
And there was the one behind us.
Was there?
Yeah, because you remember how the you know, the person who was driving the vehicle, right? they went because we were passing them like this way. We're going to go like this.
Right.
Remember, it was the big ass bourbon.
Right.
And then there was another cop right behind him that
What's
flicked him on, and he had to do the double back. Remember the Austin Powers in the tunnel shit? You had to go forward and reverse, forward and reverse. Well, there was another cop right behind us who could have snooked us real quick, but he cut his ass off.
Oh, I didn't even know the one.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I straight up was looking right behind us like when I was there.
I just saw the bourbon coming our direction.
Yeah.
And then he had to turn around in the intersection.
Yeah, but there was another one right, like he cut off.
Oh,
Like,
I didn't even know that.
yeah. So go carry on.
So we take off. They're following us. We pull up in, like, this is Kent, so it's college town. Pull up in this driveway going like 30. Lucky we didn't kill anybody. And there's a house party going on at this driveway. So we all get out of the car, run through the house, and then just take off and scatter everywhere. And I think we eventually met back up in my apartment.
That's what we did. So let me sort of like, for some reason, God has gifted me with the like brain of an elephant, maybe two. I remember like so much detail that night. Okay, let's be honest. We were in
I
Canada.
remember tearing my pants trying to hop some
Oh yeah,
fence.
that fence, that winter fence, dude. It caught me too.
Couldn't even see the fence.
Yeah, dude, it fucking snooked me too. I had grass stains all over my jewelry and shit. I was pissed.
Well, we like split up for a second.
No,
we?
we just we're trying to get away. We are all lit. Like, mind you, we are lit. Like, bad things are going to be happening if we get snagged, you know? So, from getting snagged up, we hit that curve so hard. All I see is the front porch of this house, and I'm like...
No, it was the back.
It was the back, but it looked like a front porch, right? Because it was a double street. It was one of those double, like, shared rows.
Yeah.
It was one of those double, you know, the parking lot like a Willow?
Yeah,
Double,
it was like
that.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that, and then I remember, like, looking at the front porch, and I was like, I'm bracing myself. I was like, we're going to hit this son bitch. By the sheer grace of God, the car just literally and just grabbed on the last second into a gravel driveway, into the back parking lot.
I think a railroad tie stopped us, like one of those big, like wooden things.
Not only what stopped us is when we got out of the car, remember we were like, just dip. We just scattered because as soon as we opened that car door, all you hear is
cops are right there.
And they are like on us. Like, I mean, they're like right on us. And we just all dipped out. And then we all like Stone said, we all went scattered like water bugs. And then that damn fence, it was like the turf monster.
I don't know where that fence came from.
It was like the damn fence just grew a damn hand and stuck me. I remember because I'm like following somebody.
All of a sudden I'm in a fence. I'm like, how did I get in this fence?
Right.
It's like tearing my pants.
And that's when the people were having a party on the balcony of that deck. And they saw me just straight bip, like do an army roll. Like, I mean, for real, if there was camera on there, hey, you know those old movies where the cop like jumps out of the vehicle and does that like roll at the end so he like braces it in. Picture perfect. I nailed that shit. It would have been a 10. Just kept on, fell, rolled up on it, and just started stunting. And I remember the people like looking like it was like a cartoon or some shit. They're like, there's one person, there's another person, you know? Like it was like a funny ass skit, you know?
So you're like kind of points to this story was like how lucky we are. Or...
Yeah, well, how lucky, dude. I thought for sure we were headed for that. Like you said, we didn't hit anybody. It was late at night. People were walking home drunker, not reflexes, okay?
That was lucky.
And it's right by the bars, bro.
Yeah.
We got lucky as hell. We didn't hit anybody. We didn't crash into the front. We didn't get fucking snagged up by the popo.
It's a pretty good driver.
God had the wheel on that night. God had the wheel that night, bro.
All right, I'll give you that.
That God, everything happened like it should. Because once we heard that air, I remember vaguely saying, "Tip out, just go, 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 go." This is the secret, and I hope I don't get in trouble. We can edit it out.
Car owner had to go to the police station the
Well,
next day.
that's what I said. You know, remember what I said to the person? I was like, told that you got drunk, someone took the keys of your car, and you don't know what happened. You're wondering where the hell your keys are at.
Yep.
Remember when I told that individual that? They did it. Hey.
Worked.
It worked. Worked. Hey. Worked.
The cops were asking them, they were like, you can just tell us, like, if it was you, you can just tell us if it was you. And, you know, trying to, like, get them
to confess.
Yeah,
I'm
something
like
that.
You know, I was like, what? Like, no. Like, because, I mean, obviously.
No, car was stolen. We don't know who that was.
Yeah, someone snooped the keys.
Yeah.
And then we realized the keys were gone.
Yep.
And we were like, where's your car, bro? You know, but, yeah, true facts. Like, I mean, we got just that bourbon, because it's a long asshole mention that four-way stop, and there was a cop right behind us too in a cruiser, and this bourbon's like, oh shit, I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna cut it with this big ass wheelbase.
Wow, to turn around.
It was like Austin Powers in that fucking tunnel, hitting that reverse forward, and then I'm like, dude, if that didn't happen, that delay, it would have been done. It would have been done.
Yeah.
Like this would have not been successful. Shit, it would have been on.
It would have been bad.
It would have been bad. Like this shit, yeah, it would not would have been good.
Random. That was random.
Yeah, I got kind of lucky in that one.
I talk about luck. Yeah, we all got lucky on that one. But talk about luck. Did I ever tell you the story about? You remember the the YMCA camp. I'm sorry, my brain is going 100 miles an hour. Like, it's all right. It's all good. Got it. Locked in. The YMCA. It wasn't YMCA, but the camp on Crackle and
YMCA.
Was it? Yeah. You remember that place? Well, obviously you remember it. Do you remember the Waterfalls?
Yep.
Oh, really?
I went there.
Oh shit! I didn't know this.
Yep.
Dude, what? I'm pleasantly surprised right now. This is gonna be great. Validate. Check.
Did archery.
Oh yes.
Rode horses.
Dude, it was awesome.
Swam.
Yeah, but I really hated those fucking green nylon fucking those nap hats. The nap table things. You know, we used to take a nap on. I don't know if you're over. Oh, the cot. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Shoot.
What'd you call it? A green napkin?
You know, it had like that green like vinyl shit, you know? It was like plastic with perforated holes. I was trying to I couldn't think of the word, so I figured, dude, my dude knows me. He's gonna get it. And then all of a sudden, boom.
I don't remember sleeping there.
Okay. I was young, but take a nap, like.
I don't know. I don't remember sleeping there. I mean, I lived right around the corner.
Yeah, you lived really well. It's about the same distance because I went to I used to live on Eggleston.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever told you that either, but that's some weird oh man, that that house had a weird vibe. We'll get into that in another day, but that house weird. Nice property and stuff. Had good memories and stuff and crazy memories like Huckleberry Finn type shit, and that was fun. You know, using hatchets, whatnot. You know, when you're 8 years old and shit, building forts. But anyways, we'll get into crazy stories because I have a crazy story for that property. Whoosh. Oh, okay. Moving on. Cots, YMCA. Okay. So you know the Waterfall. So this is perfect. So my neighbors and I figured, hey, let's go down to we used to go down there once in a while, ride our bikes, but it's in the back road. Some people drive fast, and it really was be sort of careful type stuff, and especially where road you lived on. I mean, that's 45, 50,
Yeah, I saw some bad stuff on that road.
Yeah, I'm sure. But you were
the Nick Niedenbach thing. That was crazy.
And that's another miracle. They should have freaking died, right? From what I understand.
Probably.
I mean, you're going 50
Yeah,
plus.
You're going 50 head on.
Head on.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's another miracle.
Except I don't think Nick was moving actually, because he was about to pull in my driveway.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know.
It's a law. It's physics. When you bash something, it's transferring that energy to the next thing.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Just like that ball, ding, Just transfer that energy back and forth, you know? That, yeah.
Started convulsing in my front yard.
That's crazy.
No, it was crazy.
Man, I can imagine. I can't imagine. Like seeing that.
I think he got life flighted though. Obviously he's good now, but
yeah.
I think he got life flighted.
Thank God for life flight, and you lived in that area for they to land.
Yeah.
You know, they had space to land, so thankfully, like,
the fire
again,
department.
right. And they're on it, and another miracle happened. Going 50, 55 mile an hour on these roads, right? And that is, at that time, when you're going that fast, it's close to being game over.
The sound of the cars hitting.
That's what I
so
remember you
loud.
telling me.
It was so loud.
It was like the crunch that you never heard of before.
It's awful.
But thank God, you know, that it all worked out. Like the circumstances again. Miracles that get overseen on a daily basis and people don't realize because they get caught up in the moment. And yes, it's a traumatic and brain racking, like, did I just see this? This is my homie getting nailed, the loud, the sound, and everything. And there's so many things going in your brain at one time. You don't, I can see why you don't think at that moment of time that it's a miracle. But now, shoot. Come on now. Like, he lucked out. And so did the other driver, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they both could have been lights out.
Yeah, lucky to be here.
Yeah, lucky to be here. But back to the, you know, so biking and stuff and going down there was like sort of like you don't want to do it, you know, because of the, you know, the traffic, you know, the roads, you know. So my neighbors and I, it was summertime, and we had the idea to go down to the waterfalls, you know, and so they had the, you know, the retaining wall to control the water of the little pond in front. Remember that pond with the boats that we would go fishing on by the dock in front of the YMCA on 306?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they had like a man-made like reservoir to control the water level, you know, so it's always, you know, plentiful in the lake before it goes over the waterfalls, right? So
I think that lake's gone now.
yes, they drained it. I just drove it past the other day. I wonder if they found one of the boats that we just took out. We didn't have oars, and it was my neighbors and I again. And what we do is we didn't have any oars, but it was about to rain, and all of a sudden, like we're like, oh damn, dude, we better. So what we were doing is sending the reel onto the grassy bank and keeping us in, so we didn't get far enough where, you know, our lures wouldn't reach, you know. So we were like huckleberry finning it up, dude, just using our heads as kids, you know, being improvised. Yeah, no, that was funny, but the thing was we couldn't pull it up. We weren't strong enough to get out of that water, right? So we just left it, and then all of a sudden, I kid you not, started pouring. I mean, pouring. I was like, that shit's gonna be something. I wonder if it's in there. I'd have to look. But so we had this crazy idea, and people, don't be walking on wet, slippery rocks. Like, if you ever walk down a stream, like, be very, very aware of what you're getting yourself into. Because I'm talking I tell you what, I should say. That son of a bitch is slippery as all get out. Like a banana slug on a banana peel. You know? I'll tell you what. But I'm walking across it, so we had 2 levels, right? There you go. Bam. So we had the man-made level that was on top, and then the natural waterfall on the bottom, right? And then it was like a 30-foot drop, you know, from the natural falls. I mean, it was pretty big. Yeah. It was pretty decent, like more than 20 feet. But remember them rocks down there at the end of the natural waterfall, they were just like, you rode into like daggers. Like, I mean, they were just like that deep black granite, like, I mean, just like points, you know. And it was, like I said, at least 20 feet, you know, tall. I'm being favorable. It probably was higher. I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. And then
how are we gonna find out?
Tape measure, bro.
You're gonna go down there with a tape measure?
Damn right. Hey, Sam. Hey, you don't know about my Indiana Jones. You don't know about that. Dude. Hey, you don't even. God, I can't believe this.
Actually, you know what? You probably would.
Dude, you know I would.
You probably would.
know I'm gonna get my 150 long rope. My bullnose rope has tons of tensile strength. Gonna put a grappling hook on that tree right quick. Gonna tie it up. shoot myself down and do this for show. Like, don't.
You're gonna measure some rocks with a tape measure.
But, huh?
You're gonna measure some rocks with a tape.
I'm gonna measure the height. Yeah. I'm gonna measure the height of it. Just to get idea. But it was at least 20 feet plus, which that's a big fall. That'd kill your ass. And I actually met somebody who's my friend. His father actually passed away, and on he was only like 6 or 8 feet tall off the ladder, and the way he just fell, done. And it don't take much, like for real, like in a height level, if you just hit the right spot, and that's what happened, and rest in power,
Look at Joe.
Yeah, Joe.
Wasn't a far fall.
No, it was not a far fall,
like
but
2 or 3 feet.
They were going pretty quick too, though, with the truck. I don't know.
I mean, they're just putting down cones, right?
No, it was laying down that wire or some sort of rope thing. It was, and what it does. No, I think. Well, from what I understand, I don't know. I had to clarify, but no, I think it was this sort of rope thing that they use. And once you start driving with the truck, by just driving, it just goes. You ever seen like a boat anchor, when they drop it and it just goes like back and forth, just goes into the thing?
Oh yeah, I've seen plenty. All the time.
I watch a lot of National Geographic. I like boats. Never owned one though.
Sounds like it.
Gotta be diverse. Gotta keep your head on swivel. You never know when you're gonna need to know. So you just, knowledge is power. That's a little another tidbit. Don't be scared to open a book and put some knowledge on it, because that will get you further in life than you will ever know.
When was the last time I read a book? Maybe college.
Wow. I
read the internet.
Yeah. You know what? You want to hear a weird sort of thing? Oh, well, yeah. I like books. The screen messes with my eyes, but I want a damn hardback. I don't want that paperback bullshit where it gets all folded because you're like, dude, it's like, what in the world, dude? Please. And then it's like, you're trying to read with one hand, you got this page that just wants to keep on creeping up on this other page. And I'm like, woo.
So you must hate newspapers then.
Newspaper ain't bad.
You must be glad those are gone.
No, you got to origami that shit. It got it. You ever seen them get size of 4? If you can't get that, man.
So you don't like magazines?
Magazine's a little bit bigger, you know what I'm saying? It has a bigger...
Pretty much a paperback book.
It is, but it's larger.
Depends on the size of the book.
Got that counterweight.
I've seen some pretty big paperback books.
Okay.
Just saying.
Are they long or just thick?
Could be either way.
I think whatever. It is what it is. I'm just telling you, them joints, right there, that size, to be specific, okay?
Don't like those.
Mm-mm. That curl back is real. That curl back will drive me bonkers. And I don't want to bend the pages, too, because I like that shit pristine, nice and flat when I put it back.
I'm going to get a paperback book and just leave it in your car.
If it ain't all bent up and curled, it's cool.
I'm going to curl it first.
Oh, don't curl it, please.
I'm going to curl it first.
Oh.
Just leave it under the seat so you find it one day.
Oh, bless your soul. Bless your soul, because you're doing me dirty right now. That, some things is big, like a pet peeve. That's one of my weird pet peeves, I'm telling y'all. Because I'm sort of perfectionist. I know I shouldn't be like that, But it's so, I just like my stuff nice, looking good, crispy, I like it crispy, clean.
I get it.
But sometimes I like other things, wild stuff. I don't know. That's what I don't know, feeling. I don't know. It is.
Yeah.
31 flavors.
Random. That was random.
Back to the whole waterfall. Sorry, we went off a little bit off. That is going to happen. This is what you're going to sign up for. The name speaks truth on it. I ain't going to steer you all wrong. When I say random, it's going to be random. Best believe it. But
yeah, you can get on a tangent.
Well, I'm about to switch the tip on everybody right now. So we went from going from one thing to the next as usual. So back to the waterfall. So we had 2 levels, right? Talking about, we had the man-made one, the natural one, and then the big drop to the pointed rocks, right? I don't know what possessed, 10 or 12-year-old kids to do this. But the idea is to walk across the man-made retaining wall for the water levelage of the lake, and then we come back down and we would walk down like probably about a 10 foot, I would say 10 foot little scale, that dropped into the natural waterfall, right? The natural formation that was unadulterated. It was just what it was. The only thing that was made was the retaining wall to control the water level of the lake. So, banana slug on a banana peel. That, oh my goodness. We start walking across the first man-made one. I'm already halfway through this. I'm like, this is a bad idea. We should not be doing this. That algae that has grown, like, it was literally like slippier than ice. Like, I mean, it was nerve wracking. I was like, damn, dude, if I even fall from this, I'm gonna get really jacked up. And even if I do get jacked up, I may even, die, because I did a couple times, like, that quick little, like, shit almost fell. Get to the next one. I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm trying to go back on this. So I was going to follow my neighbor. What he did was, like, come down and scale down that 10-foot drop, go to the natural waterfalls, and walk across where we originally came up and climb and scale that little 10 to 15 foot, wall. And after experiencing my butt puckering multiple times going across that one time, there's no way in hell I'm going to go back on this slippery ass allergy infested. Literally, I'm talking 6 inches of just foot space. Even though we were small, we had small feet, it didn't matter. I didn't care what you had. You needed damn cleats on that shit to, like, hold yourself. I mean, it was hairy. So I thought I walked the same path as my neighbor. I thought I did. But it seemed like I didn't, because the next thing I can't even tell you, a miracle happened that I can't explain, but I'm going to tell you what occurred. So I'm walking across the natural formation of the natural waterfalls. Then all of a sudden, I kid you not, it's like a trap door just went out from underneath me.
You found a secret labyrinth.
It could have been. I don't know, because it like, in all honesty, it was something that was secret that obviously I didn't know. But I'm literally just walking. All of a sudden, it's just like walking off a plank and not knowing that the plank's there. Right? I fall into a natural made, like, valley in the rock. That, I mean, it was deep enough, so deep enough, that it submerged my whole body. Like, I disappeared for like a quick, I don't know, it happened fast, but it happened slow. Like, the slow motion shit effect came, because my thinking as a young man, this just, what just happened? So I remember looking up through the pine trees in that valley when I'm underneath this water, this hole that, like, natural formation, right? And it wasn't like I slipped. I fell straight in. Then I remember looking into the sky, and the sun was coming in through the big ass pine trees, and I was like, and watching, like, the water, like, just go past my head, and I was totally submerged. And the over feeling of calm and peace was like, I can't even tell you. Like, it was like, you're okay. Like, it was like, I was worried, but I was like, you're good. Like, I wasn't panicking and flailing or anything like that. But as soon as I fell in, I popped out. And when I mean I popped out, I mean I was standing right before, like, I was, but I was soaked head from toe. It wasn't half body bullshit. I went straight in and straight out, like I shot out like a rocket. Now, that could be physics, because there's a gorge and, like, the water punch, pull you up. But I kid you not, I was only a couple feet of going down with that water current that could have pulled me right over that ledge. Game over. Very easily could have happened. So simple. When I stand up and I'm soaking wet, standing up like nothing ever happened, but I'm just drenched. I remember my neighbor's face like it was yesterday, like he saw a ghost. Like he was so in awe what he just seen that like you he said exactly, he's like, you were just walking, I was watching you walk across, you disappeared, then you reappeared. Just like you were standing like something happened, but you're soaking wet. And now that I put the stuff in my head, I'm like, that is a miracle on its own. Not only did we, oh boy, the miracle, that was a miracle, but oh boy, did I get an ass whooping when I got home. I got tossed around like a rag doll. Because how do you explain of being late? Like, because we were running late, we're supposed to be back at a certain time, right? I don't even know if I should have even been gone. I just did what I did, you know? But, whoo, mama, whoo, woo. She turned to something else that day. I'll tell you what, I've never been whipped around like that. Ooh, boy. Even daddy, didn't get me like that.
You liked it.
Oh, gross, dude. Come on now. Hey, don't make me.
Oh, back to this.
Yeah, we back to that. We cycled that back in. That shit was funny. Hey, come on now. That's funny. Just think a little Kevin Hart's at you like.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure a lot of people have
I shouldn't say that. Nothing else. Like, I'm not saying anything. I just thought it was like, would this happen between friends with friends, Like, sorry, I apologize. Like, I didn't mean no harm, no foul.
No,
I'm not claiming anything. I'm not saying anything. I don't know. I don't care. Like, but that's what went in my head is how this theoretically could be happening, I guess. If you know a better way, then let me know.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. You're not even drinking anything anymore.
I know, it's just wetting the old keister, the old whistle. About to put some chapstick on that shit. That shit's getting real. But yeah, no, that day was a day where like I said, a miracle happened. Just by the sheer fact that we didn't get hit by any cars on the way there. Like because it was like this backcountry road. Like people were hauling ass. Oh, thank you. Nice throw, shit. I'm bringing you to the car. We gonna win me some prizes. Some daughter, some nice things. Well, it only costs like 10 cents.
Was that random?
Yeah, that's that random. You know what I'm talking about? That carnival. You'd be like spending like $10, $15 to win something that costs a quarter or some shit. By the time you get in a car, that shit's already rattling. That stitching's coming undone. Then you got them little foam balls everywhere. Don't get me wrong. Them foam balls, man, that static shit is real.
Yeah.
I mean, good golly.
I leave some in your car.
Yeah, that's another pet peeve there, because once they get that static electricity, it's like Velcro.
I'll put some inside the paper bag.
I know how to work. Oh, gonna curl it. Yeah.
Yeah, curl it up a little bit.
You can rub it on a balloon real quick.
Balls in there.
Rub it on the balloon real quick, get all statically charged, and then be like, dude, to be honest with you, I'll just toss that shit. I'll be like, I'll get the book again just to make sure, like, you think I cleaned it off, but like that shit is real. You know about them balls I'm talking about? Like they package shit, they stick to everything once. It's like, but I know the trick. If you don't, the vacuum, yeah.
You vacuum it.
I mean, yeah, you can vacuum it, but sometimes you got to have that electrostatic like vacuum hose. Shout out to Melee, like them vacuums. I'll tell you a story about that. Funny story. I'm in Boston, right? And I lived on Dorchester Hill, I believe, and it was like one of the tallest. It was right in South End, right by the Atlantic was just right there, and so instead of like we always usually had nice breezes come in, but what came along with them breezes in the windows, I kid you not, every day or like in the summer, leaving the windows open, there'd just be like dirt and sand all over the wood. I mean, it was just incredible. I was like mopping this shit every single day. You would not believe all the soot that, I mean, I wiped down the screens of the windows to make sure it wasn't like filtering, you know what I'm saying? Everything. Didn't matter. Leave those windows open, dust is going to be on everywhere. It's from sand from the beach and everything, and just probably, I don't know, just a little bit of everything. I mean, Boston's just a stone's throw away, right? So you got like, whatever, pollution, whatever, air pollution, whatever. But I got sick and tired of it. I mean, it was a daily thing. I was like, there has to be a better way. This sweeping shit, I'm just kicking it up and it's flowing. This mopping shit, I had to go through like 5 or 7 of the damn, what is it, the Swiffer thing. You know what I'm saying? It was that bad. So I'm like, I need to go and get a vacuum on this shit. I'm done with this. Like this, I'll get a night vacuum, whatever. This you can't make up. I went to this vacuum store in Boston, right? And my homie I talked about, D Trust, who lives in Cali, he was with me, and I get a little nerded out. Like I want to know the specs. I want to know this. You know, we call that, or Dustin would call that, dude. You turned into contractor talk. Like you look like Captain Morgan, you're like an old man, putting your damn leg up on the counter like you own the shit. You're talking to the dude about specs and static water suction and like the electrostatic hose, and like I don't put work in it. You know, all the HEPA filters, all that. I like it. I like to know what I'm buying. And I kid you not, this salesman, woo, he sold me. But I should have bought it from him. I didn't. I feel bad to this day.
So he didn't sell you.
He did. He tried to sell it to me. I didn't buy it from him, you know. But he sold me on the product though, because I eventually bought the Miele vacuum, right? Because I was so impressed with the static water suction. You know, this thing was just like,
oh, I get fascinated with that all the time,
dude. And it has the bag.
Yeah.
You get to collect all that shit. Those canisters. Yeah, they show that shark video. Like,
I think about it a lot.
Hey, if you like it, you like it. You know, I don't really have to tell you about it then, because you should be put on Miele already. But I like that. So it wasn't an upright. It was a canister vacuum. I like them. Anyways, this filter is not that big, but they're good. Anyways, so this gentleman was like, it was wintertime, I remember, and it was like a high pile carpet, you know, shaggy, you know, what they call high pile. Anyways, he throws rock salt. I mean, not a little bit. I mean, he damn near covered the shit like it was like an ice cream cake with sprinkles, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, damn, dude. I was like, he must have stock in salt or some shit if he's just going to vacuum this shit up in a bag. I don't know if you have to use the bag out, because you can't, you know, like, that could mean you could cut it open and stuff, but you're still vacuuming, like, hair and banter and stuff to, you know, on the model, whatever. This dude's like, give her a ride. I'm like, man, this dude is confident as shit. I mean, he is just like, I mean, he put a lot on. And I'm just like, zzz, and zzz. And I was like, I'll be damned. I just cleaned up a skid mark size thing where that vacuum just ran over back and forth. There was no more salt. I was like, I got a little crazy on it. I was like, damn, dude, this is fun. Look at the work I'm putting in.
It's fascinating.
It is fascinating, but it's so funny though, because then the dude, the salesman did something that I cannot make this up. He goes to me, he goes, son, we took off the hose attachment, right? He's like, imagine this. You're on the stairs. Yeah. And you got the canister, and yeah, you lose it. It happens. Like, just talking like a scenario. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I can see that happening. Like, you know, the canister is smaller, but, you know, it could eventually tip over, right? But then all of a sudden he's like, and it was like a more elongated store, right? Oblong shape, you know? And he goes to me, he goes, pick up that canister. I'm like, so I did it, you know? He's like, chuck this shit down there. I'm like, what? He's like, take that canister and throw it down this little hallway. You know, like between the two shelving units, you know? I was like, you know, at that time, I mean, it's like a $600 vacuum, you know? I'm like, like, I just don't want to, I just do the vacuum, just because I broke it. So I was like, I can't do that. So I put it down. I kid you not. That dude snatched that thing before I could drop it and just swung that son bitch right down the damn hallway, like right down the aisle. I mean, he done chucked it. This thing is going. He's like, stairs. Plug it in. Put the hose back on. Pour a little salt out. He's like, done deal. I was like, sold. I should have just bought from that gentleman just because he was a character. He was all that and then some. And I apologize. I should have bought, but then I started talking. So I was like, man, I should have bought that vacuum, from that dude. And I was like, we went to this store. I think it was an Ace Hardware. By chance, there was a model there, because just driving in Boston, if you don't know that it alternates the roads and all the turnarounds, and then especially if you got construction, it's not good. And so, it was there. Of course, I put my foot up on the shelf talking to this gentleman, about the whole, ordeal. And Dustin's like, dude, that's straight up contractor talk right there. We're going to call you and you start talking all that specs and all this static water suction and all this, stuff. He's like, that's contractor. And it was so funny because he was right. I looked like straight up some old father trying to get specs out something. And now, mind you, I'm only 22 years old at the time, 23. And I was just like, it was just funny. Once he brought it to my attention, I was like, damn, dude, that was contractor talk. I straight up nerded out there for a second and got into it. But it was to that gentleman at that vacuum store. Oh, man, you sold me on that. Wow. It was just a funny, he picked that son bitch up, that canister, after I took the hose off. And I mean, no mercy on it. He just let it rip like he was throwing a fast pitch softball style and just chucked that son bitch. I was like, good golly, bro. I was like, that's a done deal. Shut up, Waterfall. Damn. It just wasn't meant to be. But on that note, is there anything you'd like to add? Like anything happened this week?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, me neither. Trying to
I'm trying to think. I don't think anything crazy happened.
How'd you like that hot sauce I gave you the other day? Well, you already told me about it. You put it on the wings. Yeah, we're not going to let out the name that I get sponsored, but you already know.
Smart.
Yeah, I ain't going to let it out, but
Smart.
hey, I'm telling you, this new hot sauce that's on the market, get at me. I got ideas.
Not mention any brand names.
No. Hey, you got to fill up the pockets a little bit because this shit going to be live. And I got some ideas for y'all, but let me tell you, y'all doing your thing and it's good. And you guys are newbies, but man, you guys hit it out of the park. And I want to be partners with it because I believe in it. And I want to put them out there because they're still low key. Like, you didn't know about them. A lot of people don't know about them.
It's good.
It's
really good.
It's super good. I mean, if you like hot sauce, I'm not going to tell you everything because then I'll let it go. But if you find it, yo.
It didn't really taste like hot sauce. It was like
almost sweet.
It was like fancy hot sauce.
Mm.
I don't even know how to describe it.
More refined, more sophisticated.
My wings were glistening.
Woo!
Like they were
listening, he says it, ladies and gentlemen. Listening.
It's like I've never seen wings look like that before.
Dang, man, you're making me. Man, I need to try that.
You said you never used it that way.
I did not. I have not.
I think you gave me half a bottle. I just dumped the whole thing on the wings.
Oh, that's right. Because I remember. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. I remember. Yeah. Because I wanted to make sure you liked it first before, because I just, man, as you get older, you realize like wasting stuff is just not ideal. I don't like it. I feel bad.
I learned that in an early age.
Yeah. You had a different upbringing, bro. And it was tough. I get it. Yeah. Like that shit was real.
Yep.
And you had to. You didn't have a choice. I'm sorry for that. 'Cause
Yeah,
well,
shit happens.
it's all right though. It made the person who you are today, which I love, bro. Like I wouldn't have it any other way. You're my OG, dude.
Yeah, most people do love me.
Nah, you give them an inch and the motherfucker take it a yard. Like, I mean, I tell you what, like, talk about humble pie, like shit. Yeah, that she better. That karma energy is real.
Gosh, no doubt.
Oh man, I tell you
No
what.
doubt.
Don't get me started. That'd be a different segment. I mean, I tell you what, that karma is real.
It's hard not to believe in it.
I mean, I'm telling you, just like the things that we discussed earlier with the car evading the police, and then the whole waterfall thing. Like, there you go. You know, like it's because you're a good person, and the universe was like it could have been either way, and same with Nick. You know. Like, it could have went really a different way, but it didn't. And to escape those, I wouldn't say odds, but to have that, like, protection or guardian angel or, like, something looking out for you, because it could have went a different way real easily, but it didn't go that way. No one lost their life. No one got seriously injured. Everything just seemed like it was cool. Like everything was good.
Copacetic.
Huh?
Copacetic.
Enlighten me. I don't know what that means. Shit.
I think it's a word people used to use in like the 80s or something like that. When everything was cool, it was copacetic or something like that.
I thought it was like tubular or something.
Well, yeah, that too. They have a bunch of different words.
Yeah.
Gnarly.
80s was cool. Gnarly. That's that. Yeah, the 80s, it was pretty dope. I was young, obviously, but man, I'll tell you one thing. Doritos need to bring back that Del Sol salsa chip back in the day.
I had barbecue Doritos for the first time the other day.
They ain't working.
No.
Once you said that, I was like,
I was working and this guy.
Was there cheese on them too? Like a cheese?
No, it was just Doritos. This guy tossed it to me. It was barbecue flavored. And I started eating them. I was like, this is awful.
I couldn't even see that even being like.
It's terrible. It's like a barbecue tortilla chip.
Yeah, I can't see that because you got like sweet on sweet. Like,
It wasn't
I don't
good.
know.
It was not good.
I can't see that being
Like if someone had told me like, hey, you ever had barbecue Doritos? I'd be like, no, and I probably wouldn't try that.
But you got the shit for free though.
Yeah, and it's
so you're like, hey.
And it wasn't good.
No, I don't see that being good.
It wasn't. I didn't even know they had barbecue Doritos.
Shit, I'm about to have everything, but you need to bring back.
But we are mentioning Doritos too much. Like they haven't cut the check yet either.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cut it.
Can't really mention that.
Get the book out. Put it on it. The Randum. We'll give you the rest of the information later. But yeah, no, that's a good point. Put them on too much. Like, hey, we'll get little tidbits. They're pretty big on it.
Yeah.
We want to start small and get them and grow those other people who are not really known and let them rise. Yeah, that underdog mentality. Show. Get it. Yeah, no, most definitely. But it will bring up some more things next time. I really don't have any much more to say on those two incidents.
Well, we can just give it a random ending then.
Random ending.
Solar eclipse.
Solar eclipse.
It's April 8th, I want to say.
Yeah, something like that.
April
8th, 18th.
18th, my birthday.
Huh?
18th, that's my birthday.
March?
April.
Got it.
It might be
Is that
early
Libra?
Libra.
Yeah.
Aries.
No,
Aries.
yeah, Libra's in
That's
fall.
fall.
Oh, is it?
Um,
Okay. I don't know anything about zodiac.
When's your birthday?
May 4th.
May 4th. Okay.
Taurus.
Capricorn? No.
You just shooting shit out.
I don't know.
My grandmother was a Taurus, and
I know
May
August
1st.
is Leo, September is Sagittarius, and that's about all I know. And Pisces, obviously. That's what I am.
18th and 4th, right after one another. That'd
And
be easy.
Capricorn is like January.
It's in the Rolodex now. You guys are locked in like Maverick and Goose. Okay.
Who?
Maverick and Goose locked in. Top Gun, bro. You know how they say you got locked in. Locked in.
Yeah.
trying to bring that back up. You know, it is a really good movie. It's sad though.
I saw the second one.
Had not seen it.
I don't remember the first one a whole lot.
Yeah, this first one. Oh man.
I haven't had that song though. I
Yeah.
haven't had the Danger Zone.
That reminds me of Archer. That's a funny show. Yeah, solar eclipse. I'm sorry. Back to that. I don't know really what to say about it. Just don't look at the son bitch without the proper eye gear. Please
Yeah.
don't. I don't know what happens, but I'm curious. Maybe that's another.
I went to an eclipse one time. It was like outside at like this like park, and they gave you like glasses and stuff,
Right.
So you could watch it.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to look that up. That's very interesting. I don't know why you had to wear the special glasses, but I will soon find out.
Hey, Kent State invited me to watch this solar eclipse thing.
Is it a special one?
I don't know, but Ken invited me.
Hmm.
Where's this thing
Do they have a?
at? We have the best spot to watch the solar eclipse. The perfect alignment. Monday, April 8th. We invite you to become part of an unforgettable experience in Kent
April 8th.
as we witness the splendor of a total solar eclipse. A cosmic dance where the sun, moon, and earth align. Interesting.
Did it tell you about the rays though?
What
I-
was
Well, clearly you have to wear special glasses so something happened with your eyeballs.
He said aliens
Yep,
will be coming
says-
out the sky that day.
Huh?
Aliens coming out the sky that day.
I hope so, because we need to change this world on quick tip.
and it says
Hot tip, I should say.
3 eclipse.
This shit is getting dangerous out there with the shit that's going on.
Mhm.
It's scary. And knowing that we have, all of us have families and stuff, but like, I'm worried about, damn, the younger generation. eh,
They're-
Yes,
They're screwed.
yeah, like I hate to say this, like the electronic thing, like I get it, but like, y'all not really seeing the true beauty of like the miracle of Earth and being on Earth, go outside and like see that butterfly go on a tree and flutter and go by and see.
Humans would rather destroy the planet.
And I don't know why, and
That's just what we do.
man, that's not how we should do though, and that's why if they do come, I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised. The first thing he said, you're treating this planet like shit,
Right.
and you're treating it like you should not be treated. You don't know how lucky you are, and this goes to everybody. How lucky we are as a community, and it goes back to that 100 monkey test. If we had a collective consciousness to do better, like I always said,
That's never gonna happen.
it doesn't mean it doesn't worth the shot.
Sure.
You call wishful, call it hopeful, whatever it may, but if we can get enough to have that same sort of mindset, it will spread like the wildfire, and I know it, I feel it.
I think it becomes more divided every day.
It is because it's because of the media, of the social media, and just media in general.
I would say more social media.
It could be either or. It's so like alterated and perverted what they show. Like I said, why don't they have a news channel that shows good things that happen in the community instead of if you out the
No
ratio,
one's interested in that.
then that's why you got to change your mindset. Because if you are on that negative vibration of oh man, I gotta be packing my heater, because I don't know, blah blah blah. Now I understand if you're getting in some shit, you gotta protect yourself. But that's what you're getting, that vibration. If you're doing bad things and you gotta have a heater on you, you got what's coming for you. You know what I'm saying? But if you change your mindset to a higher vibration, you ain't gotta worry about anything. You're good. You're set. Good things are coming to you. The laws of attraction. If you think you're gonna be something bad, pretty much you're manifesting it, and because you're attracting it.
So this full solar eclipse happens every 3 years.
That's not really a spectacular thing. I can see it 3 years later, bro. That's Like I ain't messing. Like shit, I'll see you in 3 years, bro.
It says it happens every 3 years. I still
Hey,
didn't know because
Yeah, I mean,
I
if
don't
it
know
was
if
like
it was real
20
rare or
something,
something.
it was 20 something. I mean, okay, we
They
got
say we
something,
get
but 3
eclipses every.
years.
They say we get eclipses every year, but the full total eclipse every 3 years.
Like I said, if I miss it, I'll see you in 3 years, bro. As simple as that.
You hope so.
Oh, I know so.
You never know what that.
That's true. But when you go and change your vibration with God, you know, yeah, like I said, you will have things, magical things happen, just like we discussed today. Like I always, like how I end the show. You do good, you be good, and you'll get good.
Live, laugh, love.
Right. Yeah. For sure. Like, yeah. You know, in a way.
That's like the thing white people hang on their walls and stuff.
Hey.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah. It's okay. Whatever.
Home sweet home.
Everyone gets that internal flame lit and to make you feel all good and warm and cozy like a hot blanket or a hot towel after a shower. Sheesh. That's the best. You just do the towels and you, especially when it's winter time and you got that fresh warm towel still and you just get a oh my goodness.
I like cold towels.
To each their own.
Yep.
But yeah, like
I like my towel already wet when I dry out too.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's just weird.
Yeah. Like,
That's like that doesn't make sense. Like that's like why you even just use the towel? Just put your clothes on at that point. It's like that thing is saturated. It goes over nothing. You silly. That was just like ass backwards type
Hey,
shit. Hey,
T-shirt.
random. Push out.
Random. That was random.
But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you all have a great day, and more power to you. And like I said, be good, do good, get good. You follow them steps, it's easy work. But you know, it's all about consistency. Don't let them tear you down. Stay that positive, and that's about it. And love to love.
Deuces.